Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to X. Welcome to Inter Milan 1, Arsenal nil. Champions League match reaction. Trust me, I'm going to do this as quick as I possibly can so I don't swear too much. Um, God's sake. Just another woeful performance from us. We did improve, but final third, absolutely shocking. I know everyone doesn't like XG, and I get it, but I've got a bit more of a breakdown tonight, today, that I'm going to go in through. So yeah, and don't forget this is a computer system that works and is very very good. So it's something that we need to bear in mind when we talk about this game. But obviously, it did finish 1-0 to Inter Milan. They deserved the win. They were the better team. I think they could have actually scored more personally, but it wasn't from open play. It was a penalty. We can all moan about the penalty as much as we like, but these are the rules in the Champions League. Don't handball it. It's as simple as that. My gripe is Mikel should have had his arms down his side. Simple as that. Don't give anybody a reason to give you a penalty. It's as simple. I've said this constantly. We give them a reason, they're going to give a penalty. It happened the night before as well in a game. I couldn't tell you which game it was, but I know it happened the night before in a Champions League game. Same situation, same decision was made. A penalty was given. So, no. And talking about Sommer, wasn't a penalty. Premier League, we might have given it if I'm honest. But again, Champions League rules are different. Don't know why they're different. They shouldn't be. It all comes under the same organisation that does the refereeing decisions and the law. But yeah, for some reason, the Champions League is different. It's quite annoying, but it is what it is. Let's have a look. Big up to Munsey. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Sod off. I'm not sure they're the better team. I would say they actually had a better squad last night. Now, I'm not going to say it was their B team, but they did rest some of their big players. And they came on later. But it wasn't great, but we did get better. So big up to Vadik Lee, but we did get better. But yeah. Big up to Chris. Hope you're really doing well, my friend. We just lack the cutting edge. We've been lacking it for quite a while now. We need to buy. That's what we need. Really poor from Arsenal. 100%, mate. Same football, different rules, mate. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. Look, for people that know that I get involved in like the rule making and the law making, and they're all decided at the same conference. Now that conference, it has representatives from UEFA, FIFA, you name it, they're there. All the laws are made in that specific room, and then everyone takes them and does what they do with them. Now, for some reason, certain cup competitions and certain leagues choose to change the rules a little bit, which they're entitled to by all means, but the law's already made. But for some reason they decided to change it. But it is what it is. We move on. We move on as far as I'm concerned. Shouted you out before in my Grand Slam of Darts tournament prediction as it's held. Mate, I was thinking of you. I've just been to a restaurant with my son, and there was at least 10 to 20 PDC members of staff in the restaurant, and I was thinking of you weirdly because obviously I knew they're all working PDC. They're obviously setting up because it starts in 2 days, but yeah, I was thinking of you weirdly as well. So thank you for that, mate. Thank you for the shout out. But yeah, I was thinking of you when I was in the restaurant having my lunch with my son. But yeah, Sommer was going for the ball, 100%, 100%. If he hadn't touched the ball with his hands, all day penalty. but he did get something on the ball, so I move on from it. So yeah, 1-0 to Inter is what it is. They could have had a couple more. We should have put some away, but it is what it is. Right, so I'm going to do the normal stats as I do, but I have actually got it on my phone, the breakdown of XG, and it is quite interesting. I do promise you, I'm not joking. I know a lot of people don't like XG, but honestly, it's actually quite interesting. Possession 37% for Inter, 63 for Arsenal. 7 shots for Inter, 20 for Arsenal. 1 shot on target for Inter, 4 for Arsenal. You can see what the problem is. Corners 0 for Inter, 13 for Arsenal. Final third phase passes accuracy 52% for Inter, 79 for Arsenal. Wasn't great. We need to get around the 85, but it's been worse, so I'm happy with the 79. Right, XG 1.19 for Inter, 1.8 for Arsenal. Now, there is a fantastic new data team that actually does this. And they actually break down the XG into smaller departments. So when it comes to XG from open play, for Inter Milan, that was 0.35. For Arsenal, 1.14. For XG from set play was 0.05, 0.66 for Arsenal. XG penalty. Now this threw me. I have to be honest, because Hakan had scored 18 from 18 in penalty, so I'm surprised this was not higher. But the XG for the penalty was 0.79. Now they also break it down also into XG on target. So expected goals, as you can see, is 1.19 for Inter. The actual ones that went on target was 0.78. Okay, and for Arsenal, obviously our XG was 1.8. The XG on target was 1.65. Now, I'll be honest, I'm going to start using this stat way more often because I find it fascinating. Really do. Because once you break it down, it kind of shows you like where things are not going right, where things are going right. Now, obviously, our XG was 1.8. XG on target was 1.65. It's literally 0.15 off. Inter, nearly 0.4 off. You know, Inter were having worse night than us when it comes in front of the goal. But yeah, it's interesting. Lucky I wasn't there. Happy having words with PTC chief executive. That was a proper good bunch of them, I tell you, mate. It was really nice to see them. Kind of tells you how close I am to Oldersley as well. But yeah, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I think Em's going next Thursday night. I think 14th. I think she's got the tickets for with her mum. So yeah, Em's going next Thursday, I believe. Arsenal need to stop relying on set pieces to get a goal. 100%, mate. And it kind of tells you that our XG set play was 0.66 compared to open play, which is 1.14. But we have been mainly scoring from set pieces. I'll be having words with PDC because I don't like one player being in tournament biology. Okay. Yeah. That's happening, is it? Okay, got you. I was watching the game. I watched the Inter that I did Milan watch along earlier in the season. Not all that. No, they've got such a better squad than us, though. That's the thing. Look, the fact that they were resting players like Barella, Thuram, DiMarco, and they brought them on later. For a team that it's well known to struggle financially, all Italian teams have. They did really well, to be fair. For all the bolster, Inter weren't great or a massive upgrade on us. They weren't great, but we didn't beat them. That's the problem, BX. Obviously, we move on to Sunday, and we'll see. But Sunday is a must-win for me. But yeah, not happy. Good afternoon. Sorry I joined late. Just finished work. I was happy with our performance because I thought we played very well. Shame we couldn't get a result, and the same story, not able to score. Big up to DT. We played better. The first half, I thought we were pretty poor, if I'm honest. Second half, we played a little bit better. There are players out there at the moment I don't think we should be keeping. I think we need to sell as soon as possible. I don't see it happening in January, but next summer I hope we do sell some players. But yeah, it's better, but it's the performance is still not there, not for me. But yeah, as Chris put it, and I trust Chris's mind. Yes, he's a Liverpool fan and all that, but Chris sees it how I see it as well. We played better, but still poor. But yeah, we have been really poor lately, and we need to get out of this quickly. I think the international break is probably coming in time. I know Odegaard won't be going, so that's good. But yeah, CB, her favourite James Wade. Oh, geez. Definitely a must win, 100%. Yeah, definitely 100% must win now. Right, so there's all that. So the XG I will be changing from future because I find that fascinating, the new stats, I have to be honest. So thank you for the new data team. That is fascinating. Right, so this was the starting lineup, and I also do ratings as I go along. Raya, out wrong, 7. Ben, 7. Saliba, 7. Gabriel, 7. Timber, 8. Easy. That was easy. Party gets a 7. Marino, I'm sorry, 6. And he's lucky to get a 6, if I'm honest. You know what? 5. Yeah, sod it. 5. Trossard. 7. Saka, 8. Martinelli, 7. Havertz gets a 7 as well. Overall, it wasn't too bad, which I'm definitely glad I'm not scoring them super low. But Marino is my biggest concern. Yes, we didn't pay a lot of money for him, whatever. But he was meant to be the missing link in our midfield, and it really is not working. He is, for me, this is just my opinion, so please don't attack me for it. I find him lazy. There is a lot of times that I see him, or Arsenal lose the ball, and instead of running back 100% of the time, I see him jumping up, going, oh, and stroll backwards. I don't like that. I just do not like that. Marino, I have to be honest, I'm not impressed with at all at the moment. I am always open to change my mind. I'm not certain people. But right now, I don't get it. I don't get why he is a good player, and I know he's a good player, but it's just not working for us right now. Players I wasn't impressed with was White, Marino, and Trossard. The players I thought was impressive was Saka, Timber, Party, and Kai. I get the White one actually, but he did make a couple of good challenges, which has put me back into the 7. But yeah, he was out of position in a couple of positions, a couple of attacks for Inter, which obviously helped Inter out a lot. But yeah, and Trossard, yeah, I'm trying to be nice to him. I really am, but I feel like it's constant from me at the moment that Trossard just winds me up. Obviously, Arsenal will bounce back, but need to do it quickly. Yeah, we will bounce back, but I just don't know when. I agree with what you're saying, Marino. It's a shame because I thought he'd be better than he is, but there's plenty of time. 100%, mate. The thing is with me, DT, I don't like Party. I wish he'd left, right? But I am totally, I credit him where it's due. I don't have agendas. I love Martinelli, but I know he's been poor, so I will slate him down. I don't have an agenda with any of my players. When it comes to ratings, I'm honest. I always will be. If I don't like someone's performance, I will say it. Even if they're my favourite player, I will say that they've had a stinker. And even if I don't like them, if they've had a good game, I will say it. That's just the way I am. Life is too short to have agendas, in my opinion. So yeah. Trossard not playing in possession. Also, I only seen him make impact off bench. Yes, that does happen way too often, unfortunately, mate. But look, currently things just aren't working, and we need to find out what it is. Obviously, Odegaard coming back might be a good thing. We don't know. I'm not going to because I don't want Arsenal ever being reliant on one or two players. We are a squad. We should be able to cope without players. We've done it before. We should be able to do it again. Look at Inter Milan. They rested like 3 or 4 of their best players, and they still performed very well in the first half. So that's how we should be. Reno needs time, still coming from abroad. Also didn't work for him at Newcastle when he joined them, but he was young. He was, yeah. I never put that into my thoughts, to be fair. What happened at Newcastle, it was a very different situation. Newcastle weren't the team that they were. Well, they are now. So, afternoon to my PB. Afternoon, PB, and to our honoured guests, 100%, my friend. Odegaard and Nwaneri are your only mate. When Nari came on last night, my God, he just makes me smile. This kid, I've been banging on him about for years now. He's just so good. But I think I've scored everybody now. So let's get into the. I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. What did he do? Anyone can tell me, put it on a postcard, send it to me, because seriously, yes, I remember he came on. That's about it. I did watch it, but I don't know what else he did. If anyone could tell me, please send it on the postcard. Because I think I'm going to have to give him a very basic score, because I don't remember what he did. I'll be honest. Oh God, this is one of the players that I think has to go quite soon. But yeah, it's interesting. But can I give him Marino standard? Probably, yeah, 5. Because honestly, I don't even know what he did. He came on, and that's about all I remember. In my opinion, I think Arteta is overworking Trossard by playing out of position. I totally agree, right? This is the thing. I don't understand. Now, shoot me as much as you want, people. I really don't mind. But this is how I see it, right? Now, I know we kind of tried to do it last night, which didn't really work because we did it in the wrong way. Have Trossard as the number 9 and have Havertz just behind him. Now, last night we tried to put them side by side, which just is not going to work. But yeah, honestly, yeah. This is the thing with Arteta. He likes to just fit players in where he's too arrogant. Let's be honest. He's too arrogant. He just thinks that this is going to work no matter what. This is going to work. It doesn't always. And you kind of got to go, you know what? I've got this wrong. Let's stop trying it. But hey ho. Jesus is that person who attends a retail job as a floor member, but you can't see him. Honestly, mate. I remember he came on. But that's all I remember about him. I'll be honest. Brady saying I was in the pub yesterday. The rum I was sipping was more exciting than the game. Yeah, it wasn't a great game. I'll be honest. Square pegs, round holes, mate. That's the story of Arteta at the moment. So yeah, Jesus gets a 5. Sinchenko came on. He came on for long enough. 6. I don't think I'm being harsh there. Didn't do much, didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, 6. Nwaneri, if he'd put that chance away, he would have got like an 8. But that's the magic of Nwaneri. So I'm going to give him a 7 because he's 17 and he just excites me every time he comes on. So big up to Ethan. Odegaard literally came on. Obviously, Kai had a horrible head injury. But yeah. Final one, Mikel. Right. I have to be honest, it's going to have to be a 6. Subs were wrong, in my opinion. Possibly wrong selection of lineup as well. He doesn't react well enough as well. Got a stupid yellow card. Like seriously, the arrogance of this guy sometimes is astounding. And I know he put his hand up to him, so I'm glad he did actually put his hands up to it because it was a stupid thing to do. But yeah, so he gets a 6. Honestly, you can imagine. Oh, sorry, let me just take Mikel's face off. Honestly, you can imagine retail manager saying to Jesus after 4-hour shift, "So what did you do?" Yeah, 100%. But yeah, Mike Williamson, the perfect replacement for us. He's so much loved. No, it's all right, mate. You can keep him. I don't agree with the moaning about the Champions League format. I don't like it, but no one would be moaning about it if we had a 100% record. Mate, this is the perfect way to wrap this up, I'll be honest. I don't know if people have seen it, but there is a certain big Arsenal platform, and I'm going to say an Arsenal platform because they're not a fan channel for me. They were saying that because we only get to play Inter Milan away, we don't get to play them at home. Well, we still lost the damn game. Does it really matter? Even if we got to play them at home, yes, that means we get a home win, but we still lost to them away, which it makes no sense. And we still get 4 at home, 4 away. It's all random. No one really picks it. It's just random. I mean, you've got to do what you've got to do. Our performances in Europe have not been great. I would argue maybe the last half an hour, 25 minutes in the Champions League, it was better than I've seen it for quite a while. But Arsenal fans, please don't find all other reasons other than just blaming the fact that our players aren't very good at the moment. They're not playing very well. And that's what we've got to focus on. Stop finding other excuses just to protect someone. It's frustrating, honestly. No, I'm speaking truth on Williams. He's unreal, sods off. But I do agree with this one. Obviously, Mark Robins got sacked from Coventry today, I believe. So yeah, Mark Robins would be a great one. I love format. Who would have predicted Sporting, Brest, Monaco to be up there? I'm finding it fascinating because Bayern Munich, I think, 23rd, something like that. They're really low on the table, aren't they? Real Madrid are like mid-table. I find it fascinating. I know Celtic are above Bayern Munich and all that kind of stuff. I'm finding it quite fun at the moment because obviously there's still 4 games to play, but it's fascinating. It could be quite a big shot. There could be some big exits from this. I love format because no messing around. Playing for draw, need to win. Exactly. Thank you, mate. That is how I look at it. Big up to Tony, Silver One. Hope you're doing well. But that is me done. I will be back on Saturday night for the Chelsea preview. Yeah, Saturday night I'll be doing the Chelsea preview, and then obviously do the watch along on Sunday. So enjoy the rest of your week. Sorry it didn't go very well last night, but it is what it is. Williamson also improves defenses. Good try, Chris. We need to remain calm. There's 4 games left and plenty of time for us to improve with injuries to come back and return to fitness. We haven't been impressive, but we could always improve. 100%. We could always improve. Obviously, we can also get worse, but I'm going to look at the positive and say we can always improve. I hope we do. We need to. It's just at the moment, obviously, losing to Bournemouth, drawing to Liverpool, losing to Inter Milan. It's just not very fun right now. No one likes to see your team lose. I never want to see Arsenal lose. I want to win every single game there is. So to lose a couple of games, it's just not fun. It's just not fun. Swindon nil, Carlisle 2, Williamson masterclass. Right, guys, I'm out before Chris starts selling me God knows what. Speak to you all later. Take care. Bye bye.